morning, everyone, and welcome to the iceHQ ice rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia, on Warrinjoy, Woiwurrung traditional land for the CCM National Women's Tournament 2024. It's Sunday finals day, and we're about to watch the second semi-final between the Central Coast Stingrays in the green and the Melbourne Furies in the blue. And this will be a very interesting game indeed. We just saw an absolute thriller between the West Australian Quackers and the Melbourne Reds. The Reds taking that one 3-2 despite having to kill a penalty in the finish and being down 6-4 for the last minute and a half of that game. A great tussle between those two teams. And we did have a Simone Kuchera was excluded from that game. She was a play from the game yesterday was under review, so she wasn't allowed to play in that game, which took a little bit of the potency out of their attack. But regardless, both teams were on fire and some great play. But what we're going to see this later this morning now is the battle between the Stingrays, who finished on top of the ladder, and the Melbourne Furies, who finished fourth on the ladder with the win they managed to steal from the Adelaide Hidden Gems yesterday evening. Players to watch out for the Stingrays. Diamantina Dowell has been superb in defence for them throughout the series. Sam Winder is a goal-scoring machine, and Alice Buchanan has been excellent. So too has been Tess Wilkinson, and the goals they have. Guinevere Blunt, who is a ring in from Melbourne. For the Furies, Shea Gunyak, who is superb, and Melissa Bibby. Watch those two if they can get moving. They did finish fourth. They only just scraped through into the final, but I think we very remiss of the Stingrays to take them for granted. They've certainly improved throughout the series. And if they can get Gunyak, Bibby and Chris Theo firing, and also Katie Hurtis, who has been superb as well for them, then they are a real good chance in this game to embarrass the Stingrays and win their way through to the grand final. The grand final will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Summertime. The consolation final, so the bronze medal final, I still like, will be at 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Summertime. So that will be between the loser of this game and the West Australian Ice Quackers, and whoever wins this is going through to the grand final at 5 p.m. Taking the face-off for the Stingrays, Boxker, who has been superb as well and led with aplomb for the Stingrays. Stingrays in the green. Face-off will be taken between her and Gunyak. Gunyak just chips it through. She's got racing up now to pick it up was Chris Theo, but it's stolen by Dowell. Dowell goes wide, winds and shoots. Save made by Sam Hockey in the net for the Melbourne Furies. Battling now on the board is Gunyak, and Gunyak just trying to chip it clear. Manages to get the puck up as far as Hurtis. Hurtis plays it up high. It's chipped through, and picking up now away is Bibby. Bibby with some room. She fires. Just bounces off the pads there of Lunt, who left it sitting as a rebound, but no one could get there in time for the Furies. The puck fired all the way back down. And picking it up for the Furies, Chloe Freeman. She goes round behind the net. See, she hasn't got any options on the outlet. Furies very slow on the change. Marie Stella eventually comes across, but very slow on the change there, the Furies. But the Central Coast Stingrays just caught offside there. Giles just a little bit late to get in. She had one of her forwards racing in to try and make an attack out of it. Was just a little bit slow to get back on side. The face-off fairly neutral, possibly there, won by Poppy Kelly. Kelly still with players offside, but now they got onside. Kelly tries to go around 1 and 2, gets it onto a forehand and shoots and scores. Poppy Kelly just given a little bit too much room. She got wide of all of the Furies' defence and popped it over the shoulder of Sam Hockey, and she draws the first tick on the scoreboard. Poppy Kelly there with a lovely little goal. 13 and a half minutes into the first. 13 and a half minutes to go in the first. 1 shot, 1 goal for the Stingrays. 1 shot, no goals for the Furies. Can they get it back quickly? They'll want to. Stella lining up against Kelly again at the face-off. Neither team changing. Kelly wins this one back to the effervescent Annie Bartlett, who tries to dump it past everyone. Gets it as far as Stella. Stella tied up with it though. Picking the puck up now is Maddie Bale for the Furies. Tries to get a shot through the feet of everyone. It's deflected just a little bit wide. Picking it up now is Jones. Jones puts it into the feet of the Furies, but it's played up ice. Racing back now to pick it up is one of the Furies. Anyway, they just try and pick it up through. I think that's Bleakley. But Kelly now gets it, goes around the front, tries to get a forehand, goes back, pauses behind the net, just trying to delay and confuse the goaltender. But in the end, it's picked up by Beck Leader, who tries to clear it up the ice. Doesn't get it past the check of Jones. Goes into the slot. No one can pick it up. Jensen now for the Furies. Tries to clear it up ice. Doesn't get it past Elwood. Elwood holds the puck in. Now they break it out. It's with Bale. Bale with 2 to beat. Gets it past everyone. Kelly racing back to pick it up. She's under pressure from Leg. Leg cycles around and just pops herself in the slot. But Kelly now with the puck. Looking up ice for Darcy. Finds her. Nice pass across. Darcy has to race to get the puck. But he's beaten to it just. Manages to get enough control over it to break up the play there of Clammy Clay. Puck across the front now. Picked up Sam Winder. Shoots. And the save made by Sam Hockey. Winder with the first touch. And surprise, surprise, it's a shot on the net. You know just exactly how effective Sam can be with 4 goals in the first game against the Annihilators yesterday. No, yesterday was Saturday. I'll get there eventually. Face-off will now be taken by Winder, but won by the Furies, trying to play the puck up the boards and clear it out of the zone. They can't. It's kept in by the Stingrays. Puck just tucked back in there by Dowell, who has been outstanding through this series. Be my pick for the defensive player of the series would be Dowell. Trying to clear the puck now out of the zone. They get it past everyone. Dowell picks it up though. She had a little bit of pressure on her, but managed to get, she had Lucy Walsh, but she managed to get around. Now Dowell finds some room through the middle, goes right, gets onto her backhand, forced into the corner, goes behind the net, being chased by Hurtis. Managed to put the puck into the slot, but they couldn't convert the Central Coast this time. And Dundas clears the puck out in the end, but only as far as Sam Winder, who picks it up through the neutral zone, goes around Walsh, tries to get around Hurtis, fires, save made by Sam Hockey again. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first. The Stingrays with a 1-goal lead from 3 shots. The Furies one that they got early on, and it was from some nice combinations there between Gunyak, Bibby and Theo. They bring that line out now to try and get that goal back. Face-off won by the Furies. It goes back to their D, picking it up. Freeburn. Freeburn tries to chip it up the ice. Goes across the front of the net. Cleared out Theo. Theo's dumped it deep. Racing down Gunyak in a hurry on a mission. Can't get there quite in time. But it's played in by Theo. Goes across through the neutral zone. Annie Bartlett, though, tries to clear it out. Gets past Bibby. Gunyak puts it into the corner. Theo racing in to get it. He's got to beat the Central Coast and can't get there first, but takes the boards away. They play up the ice. Gunyak got a stick on it, but it deflected high. Back now to Freeburn, who tries to get it up the ice, but only gets it as far as Giles. Giles puts it around behind the net for the Central Coast as they wrap. Referee just getting tangled up and in the way a little bit. Puck now, Boxker tries to put it in the slot. It's the right choice. She couldn't quite get the connection that she would have liked, and now it is Bibby who just dumps it in and will race over and get a change. So the Furies changing. They're a bit slow on the change though. They're something they need to sharpen up a little bit because the Central Coast didn't take advantage of it this time. Giles plays the puck up, gets it to Boxer. Boxer gets through, but she's surrounded by 4. Can she get a shot away? No, she leaves the puck behind. This time the puck is dumped into her by Giles, and the puck is behind the net though in the hands of Beck Leader, who reverses. Sees the pressure coming, plays it up the boards wisely. They continue playing, chipping the puck up the boards. It's good smart play there by the Melbourne Furies, trying to keep the puck away from that dangerous area in front of the net. Now they put the puck in. It's Bleakley who picks it up for the Furies. Clears the zone just. A little bit of a close call there. She hasn't quite got good possession of it, but she's being pressed tightly, but manages to maintain possession somehow. And now it's picked up by Bale. Bale dumps it in deep. Going back to pick it up though is Buchanan. Buchanan circulates around, looks for options. Has Bale coming up behind him. Perhaps didn't know how much time she didn't have. Picked up Hertzis now, looks up the ice and tries to chip it past and does. The Furies probably looking for a change and didn't take advantage of it. Poppy Clark now gets around Walsh. She's only got one in front of her. She goes wide, shoots through traffic. The puck hits Bale and it's hits Clay and is pushed into the corner. Now Walsh tries to clear it out of the zone, but she's picked by Buchanan. But here comes Hurtis, who tries to chip it past everyone. Doesn't quite manage to get enough on it to get it through. The puck goes back now to Sam Hockey, who decides to freeze the puck, but is not allowed to because the puck is still in play. A little bit indecisive there. She had plenty of time. The Furies finishing their change. Puck goes into the corner now for them to play up. They're trying to find on the point, trying to find Dundas, but they can't get it through to her. Now Hurtis brings the puck out of the zone with a nice little backhander. Chips it past, no icing on there. Poppy Kelly racing back to pick it up. She's going to have some pressure on her from Dundas. Dundas manages to get enough of a stick in there just to disrupt her movement a little bit. Still going Poppy Kelly. She's going to try and go coast to coast again by the look of it. She's got 3 in front of her. She gets past all of them. Wines, shoot, scores. Poppy Kelly goes coast to coast against this second line of the Furies. She was being chased most of the way, but in the end she got space in front of the net and just popped it up high over the stick hand of iceHQ, and the Stingrays with a 2-0 lead. Both goals to Poppy Kelly. Both of them express runs from one end of the rink to the other. So the Furies are going to need to find a way to shut that down if they can. Ultimately, when a player's doing that coast to coast, you know where they want to end up. They want to end up in the slot, so you need to be there waiting for them. They can do all the fancy stuff, but if you're waiting where they want to be, it becomes a lot easier. We know that Kelly can move, and we certainly know she can shoot. Puck loose in the slot, very dangerous play there. Not able to get enough on it there as you would like Dow, but the Furies couldn't take advantage of it. Racing back now, picked up by Bibby. It's carried down deep into the corner. Theo races around the back of the net looking for options. He's got Gunyak moving up ice. Gunyak in the high slot, Bibby floating around high as well. The Central Coast managed to steal the puck. Trying to get a shot away is Bartlett, who for good measure gives a bit of a shove to Bibby. We haven't seen Bartlett in the penalty box, which has been enormously disappointing. She's a great entertainer, but also she's been good in defence as Dowell goes around. Gets a bit more room, tries to go wide, gets a shot, goes wide of the net though. Dowell will have to get back quickly and cover up. Wilkinson tries to get the shot across the front. Found Winder, but Winder couldn't get onto it. Good work in defence by the Furies just to lift that stick, break the shot up. Winder now tries to find an option, gets it to the aforementioned Annie Bartlett, who does fling it in. Puck goes across the front looking for Winder, but too many Furies in the way for it to work, and that was Bibby manages to just disrupt the rhythm, and in the end it ends up in the capable hands of iceHQ, who will freeze the puck and we'll have a face-off. We've got 5 minutes to go in the first. Stingrays 2, Furies yet to score. They've had a couple of chances, the Furies, but they haven't been able to convert them just yet. Stingrays, on the other hand, have certainly made the Furies pay for letting Poppy Kelly have a bit too much room. Puck drop, face-off, one. Well, not really won by anyone. It's bobbling around where the centres would probably not want the puck to be. Furies put the puck behind the net. Bleakley looks to rim it around the back and does. Coming in to try and play the puck, 2 Furies in there, and it's Marie Stella losing the puck in her feet. Puck comes off across the front. It's picked up by the Stingrays. Battling behind the net as they try and move the puck up ice. They get a backhand shot on up the front. It almost went, but Hockey managed to get in the way. Jennings lets Dunning go, and Dunning fires Dowell fires over the shoulder, picked up by Darcy. Puck back into the slot. iceHQ tries to clear it out of the zone. Doesn't get enough on it that she would have liked, but in the end it is moved out of the zone, and that was Shelley Jensen getting enough on it to clear the puck out, but she's given it to Dowell. Dowell goes around 1, gets around 2. Dowell shoots. It hits the torso of Amy Clay, goes into the corner. Another shot taken and another shot and a score. That was Boxker who got that one. High slot in the Alex Ovechkin memorial position with an Alex Ovechkin style shot, but not Alex Ovechkin's broken leg. You can see here she gets the shot right from that face-off dot. Fair bit of power on it, and it goes straight through iceHQ to give the Stingrays a 3-0 lead over the Furies with 3 minutes to go in the first. Furies lined up and ready to get going. Central Coast just taking their time on the change. Still waiting for their D to get on. It's Elwood just a little bit slow to get out on the ice. Now there's no forechecking pressure at all on the Stingrays in the neutral zone. Poppy Kelly picks the puck up. She's going to have to get around leg and does. A few sticks being swung at her. She has another shot on the net, this time save made by Hockey. And now it's her displaying the puck up the ice. Finds Walsh. Walsh can't do much with it. She's got Dundas with her as well. Now Leg with a chance. She can't quite get enough on the puck. Walsh moving into the slot, but she's covered by 2. Chong is not able to keep the puck in. Just tries to backhand it up the boards. Finds Dundas. Dundas looking for options. Puts the puck into the slot. Gets as far as Elwood, who pushes it across the other side. Walsh now for the Furies. Puts it into the slot. Ends up being swallowed up by Lunt. Nice little piece of play there in that little passage by the Furies. They created an opportunity. That's what they need to be doing. They've got to refocus. It's only 3 goals. They can get it back if they do everything right. 2 goals, 2 minutes to play in the first period of this second semi-final. Winner of this one goes through to the grand final and will be playing against the Melbourne Reds at 5 p.m. And the loser of this game will be playing at 3:50 against the West Australian iceHQ. Shay Gagnac trying to break up the attack there, but it ends up in Poppy Kelly, who lobs it in from a distance. It goes wide, and it'll be picked up now by Freeburn. Freeburn elects to go cross ice and just gets away with it. Poppy Kelly nearly got the stick on it. It's such a dangerous play out of defence, those cross ice passes. I'm sure their coach would be a little bit disappointed that they made that choice, but regardless, they get away with it that time, and this time it's played up the ice by Freeburn. Picked up by Bibby. Bibby with some room, tries to get a shot past. It goes a little bit wide. Nice work there. Kelly just breaking up the rhythm of it. Breaking up now, Tess Wilkinson. She's being chased. She's got 2 chasing her and 1 in front. Gets around the fort, gets around the 1 in front. But Theo and Bibby managed to break it up. And Beck Leader in the end gets the puck. They clear the puck up the ice. Leader tries to get past Bartlett. Runs into her. And there's going to be a penalty on Annie Bartlett now. It's been all series waiting for it to happen. And now Annie Bartlett will make her way over to the penalty box. You can't quite see what it was for, but you watch the video, it's pretty obvious. So Bartlett will sit 1, and the scorers will get entertained while she debriefs and decompresses. So the Central Coast are on a penalty kill now for 2 minutes or less. See if the Furies can use this to score themselves a goal. Winder misses the connection. It's kept in by Clay, who puts it deep behind the net, but it's picked up by Dowell, who looks up ice. Hasn't got a lot of options. She's got Jensen chasing her. She gets past Jensen, gets around the back of Bale. She's got 2 in front of her, goes wide, gets onto a forehand and flings the puck in, but it goes wide around everything. Sam Winder now just beats the check of Bale behind the net, puts the puck into high slot. Wilkinson the shot. Digging away at the puck there is Winder again, but the puck comes out and the Furies will clear it out of the zone, but they're on the power play. They really need to be turning it into shots. It's picked up by Dowell, and that will end the first period with Bartlett still with 1 minute and 19 seconds to serve. And a 3-0 lead. The Furies will be starting the second on the power play. Annie Bartlett still describing exactly what happened from her perspective, which is perhaps a little different to what the rest of us saw, but it's always very entertaining. Annie, we do love her here very much. It's great to have her coming along and playing. So with 30 seconds to go on the intermission, the Stingrays are out to a 3-0 lead over the Furies. Can the Furies get one back? They got pretty close a few times, got a couple of decent shots, but they have been guilty of just giving Poppy Clark a little bit too much room. Sorry, Poppy Kelly a little bit too much room, and she's got 2 so far of those 3 goals. The other one to Sam Winder, and we know what Sam is capable of, and she showed us exactly what she can do. This will be the last game of the morning session this afternoon. Starting at 2:45 p.m. we have the consolation final, and that will be between the Adelaide Hidden Gems and the Melbourne Annihilators. Annihilators, I got that right. And then at 3:50 p.m. it will be the bronze medal game between the loser of this one and the West Australian iceHQ, and then the winner of this game will be playing against the Melbourne Reds at 5 p.m. The Melbourne Reds trying to maintain their unbroken record of winning this series every time. They're a different team to the team they were last time. Can they do it, or can the winner of this one, whoever it may be, disrupt them? Central Coast would dearly love to be able to upset the Melbourne Reds. They can do it. All 3 teams at the top finished equal on points. And just trying to keep the puck out of the zone there is Dundas, battling on the boards, with the puck pushed in deep, and racing back to pick it up is Freeburn. Freeburn being pressed by Boxker, looks up ice, sees nothing but green as the Furies try desperately to clear it out of the zone. Going in now to pick it up Walsh. She looks up ice, tries to find an option. They're on the power play, the Furies. Walsh ends up with the puck again. She's under a lot of pressure, not sure what to do with it. It's picked up by Legg. Legg gets it across, but it's blocked off at the blue line. Just 35 seconds to go on the Bartlett penalty as Chong loses track of it, breaking through now and racing back to get it Chong, as she's being pressed by Giles. Giles gets it up to Boxer. Boxer circles around, tries to get through everyone, runs into a wall of Chong, and Lucy Walsh will clear the puck out of the zone. but she gives it to Dowell, who dances around 2 or 3, goes wide. Dowell's got Boxer in the slot, flings it high. iceHQ makes the save. And just 5 seconds to go on the Bartlett penalty. She'll be back out on the ice on the drop of the puck. So if you're wondering why there's only 4 on the ice, despite the fact that the penalty is over for the Central Coast, it's because if the end of the penalty time expires during dead time, the player is not allowed to rejoin until the puck is dropped. So Bartlett will be straight back on the drop of the puck. Kelly wins the face-off, but gets tangled up in the referee's feet, and it ends up favouring the Furies. Furies without one of their premier defensive players today. Unfortunately for them, they don't have one of them on the ice. They're missing Debbie Bowles, which is unfortunate for them because she's been very effective indeed. But they are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Just not quite able to reach on the stretch there was Dowell. Dowell tries to play the puck up the boards, manages to get it past, and it finds Poppy Kelly, who was just waiting in the middle of the neutral zone. Kelly just has the puck stolen from her by Gunyak, who was paying attention. Gunyak now circles around, being pressed tightly by Kelly, manages to just steal the puck from her. Kelly, though, picks it up, deeks left and right, gets the pass across to the middle, but it's picked up there by Bibby. Bibby's got Theo making space as well. Pass beautifully across to her, is just touched by Dowell. She goes into the corner as Gunyak and Bibby make their changes. Now coming up through the ice is the Central Coast. And that's just cruising on through at the moment. Newbury, who was given a lot of room, gets a pass across the slot. It's loose. Kelly gets a shot. Kelly scores another one. Loose player in the slot. The puck came across. There was an initial save made by Hockey, but you can see Kelly just gets herself into the slot here. She's got no one on her, no one lifting her stick. And just tucks the puck in, makes that one look just a little bit too easy. So Kelly with her third. That's a hat-trick for her. No one's throwing hats onto the ice, but just trying to get Sam Hockey's head back in the game there. The Furies, it's not her fault. Just they've run into a team that's on a heater. Dumped in by Marie Stella. The puck goes in deep and going to pick it up. Ellard looks up ice, sees nothing but pressure. She's got Bale on her. Now Bale still continuing to put pressure on as Jensen's in deep too. Sorry, Marie Stella's in deep as they race back up the ice now. It's picked up by Wilkinson. Wilkinson with room. It's 3-on-2 if they hurry. Wilkinson goes wide, forced wide by Erdis. Now gets through, shoots, and the save made Hockey. That's what she needed, a bit of a confidence builder. Wilkinson tries to put the puck across. She had Winder there, but Winder couldn't get a stick on it. Winder's being pressed by Hurtis. Hurtis manages to break up her rhythm a little bit. Bale tries to clear it out. Hurtis now just clears the puck up, finds Stella. Stella makes the pass across to Jensen. Jensen with a little bit of room. It gets past, manages to put the puck past everyone, but it's picked up by Sarah Darcy. Darcy looks up ice, sees she's got plenty of room and plenty of time. Elects to play the puck safely behind the net. Wise play there by Darcy. The intercept was on if she went cross ice. Instead, it's now picked up by Wilkinson, who's got Hurtis racing back, breaks up her rhythm, forces her to go wide. She gets past Chong. She doesn't get past Leg, but it's Winder now with the puck, who tries to get a shot on. Shoots across the front. Save made by Hockey, pushes it into the corner. Darcy now with the puck on the half-board. She's trying to find options. She's got blue bodies everywhere. Wilkinson now chips it back to her D, who winds and shoots. Goes wide there. Buchanan couldn't get it on the net. Puck in the slot is loose. Played up ice. Back to Buchanan. Buchanan on the blue line fires it in. It's loose in the high slot. And Wilkinson picks it up again for the Central Coast, making time. Wilkinson now with a bit more room. Shoots wide. Blocker save by Hockey. Nice work, Sam Hockey. As a battle between Winder and Hurtis continues. Marie Stella trying to clear the puck out. Finds Jensen's feet. Jensen couldn't get enough on it. Is beaten to the puck by Darcy. Darcy can't clear the... the Furies can't clear the puck out of the zone. They've been